What's up, my fellow collectors? 1/6ers, quarter scalers, 32 scalers, 10 scalers. In fact, all the scalers. Welcome to another edition of Figure This, Figure That, the Don's Figure Chat. Okay, so we'll move in slowly so you can get the full effect of Soups in the light studio. And he looks dope, eh? So this is the Hottoys Justice League Superman. It's a whole new concept with a silver suit underneath a blue suit, so that it draws light and reflects light. So that was quite dope of them. I've got him in a simple museum pose to start, just so we can see who he is and what he's about. Looks like he's been working out a bit. Look at the muscles. Look at these, like the man from, what's his name? Jean-Claude Van Damme. The muscles from Brussels. Okay, so we'll start off, no, not there, with the art box. So it's just a simple art box, nothing major great about it or different from the others. It's actually very understated, if you ask me, but nice. It's nice, don't get me wrong. Beautiful artwork. You can see now the highlights under the suit off the silver. Obviously it's been photoshopped, you won't see that in hand, but still it's a nice effect. Comes with the obligatory instruction manual, and over here is the light up eyes Superman. I've got him on a Logan bust for the moment, just so I can show you the head sculpt. The thing next to him there is the neck plug with the light where you put the batteries. That's his base, the Justice League base. Tactical Batman came with it. Wonder Woman, all of them from the Justice League movie came with a similar base. Well, exactly the same base, actually. He comes with a few expressive hands. As such, the waist grabber with a bendy flight pole. Excuse the tape underneath there. Some wrist pegs. And just, yeah, the rest is just soups. Lots and lots of soups. Look at that lightness. That's really good, eh? That's Henry Cavill all day long. You could even Dremel the hair off a sculpt and make a Witcher, if you know how to do that. I sadly don't. But yeah, and he poses so easy, eh? Poses so nicely as well. That's the only drawback, is the bunching of the material by his boots. Yeah, I think over a certain time that's going to cause hassles. The cape's nice, but then again, it's only Batman they give shit capes to. Everybody else gets dope capes. Not impressed. Not impressed at all. So there's his piercing look. That's what Lois Lane fell in love with. And to think, you just have to put a pair of glasses on him and no one knew he was Superman. That's a brilliant disguise. He could walk in the office in a Superman suit with his glasses on and no one would say he's going to a fancy dress. But that's not Superman. So I left him off his stand just to show you what he came with. And yeah, just a bit different. And then we'll do some flight poses with him, and then maybe a little fight scene in the studio with him and Batman. We'll just have to see how the day progresses. I've had the Man of Steel Superman, I've had the Sideshow Superman, and I've got the black suited Superman on order in Nightmare Batman set. but I'd say this one so far is my favorite. But he'll also be going up for sale because ideally I want BVS Superman. But I pre-ordered this guy, and yeah, when he came through, I got him. As I say, I want the BVS. I like the darker blue suit than this suit, but it is, I mean, look at the touches, the finishing touches, like around the waist and around the wrists. That's really nice, eh? You can see it in the thigh muscle as well. You can see it on the side there. So those all catch the light and bounce the light off him. And the silver suit underneath him does a great job, eh? It was a really good idea. Whoever came up with that, yeah, needs to win an Oscar. Because that's just brilliant. Look at him in all his glory. Men would die for a build like that. Not me, because I'm built very similar. Okay, let's go in one more time. And then we'll get some poses going on this bad boy. As I say, there's not much to discuss because he doesn't really come with much. It's all in the body and how you pose him. Which is good because it teaches you a lot, you know. I mean, museum poses you can get all day long. You could put him back in the cabinet like this and wouldn't look amiss. But Soups has to be in a flying pose. But those are not easy when you haven't got a wired cape. And you can get custom capes for him. Lucky Chandra from Unreal Customs does a nice cape. Jackson Yu, he does a nice cape. But you've got to cut away at the suit. You see where the cape joins the suit there? Yeah, there's pieces that you have to cut out and then you tuck the suit in the hole that's left. Yeah, I suppose if you're keeping the figure, that's okay. But like me, I buy, sell, trade, you know, and try and keep my grails. But that's the only way I can stay in the hobby. You know, when you don't work, it's a horrible hobby to be in. Ain't that the truth, Superman? Okay, so before I duck, let's just go over everything again. You get it's a slipcover box, normal clamshell inside. Quite nice artwork, I think. As I say, very understated. You come with the obligatory instruction manual. The light up eye sculpt. Now that really looks good, eh? You gotta admit, that is really nice. That's the lighting mechanism for inside the head. And if you didn't catch it the first time, he's on a Wolverine bust. I just changed the head out just so I could show you the head. He comes with the stand, which all the Justice League get. It's oops, it's really nice. And you come here and you've got his expressive hands. Yeah, and as you move away, we come back into the hands, so you get these expressive hands, which are, the paint app is excellent on the hands, but then Hottoys always is. 2 spare wrist pegs. You get the waist stand, the waist grabber. You get a bendy flight pole. And that's about it. That's all he comes with, folks. But then again, it's Superman. He doesn't really need much, does he? The paint app on the skin is really good, eh? Look at that. It almost looks like real skin. Oh, I like that. I really like that. You'll see now that bunching at the ankles when he's in the flight pose, that obviously goes away if you bend the feet down, but you never actually get rid of that. I've pulled it up at least 3 times and it's just sank back. So I don't know if that's the weight of the suit, of when he's been in a pose where they've been bent. I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything. It's not damaged the figure or anything like that. It's just the material. The S on his chest stands for hope, the symbol. Yeah, can you see the silver now under the suit when you're close up? It's a very nice touch, that, eh? Very nice touch. And we'll do a 360 of him in the studio so we can see what he looks like all the way around. But I love him. And he's actually very easy to pose, eh? Very easy to pose. I say that, I mean, you still got to know what you're doing to a certain degree. I'm not saying that I do, but I can get some pretty good poses by now. And yeah, so I'll leave you here counting away the minutes until the Don comes back with another pose. Right, that's me back. We've got Soups in a flying pose, and he looks dope-alicious, eh? Twisted the body, pulled up 2 of the legs, feet pointing downwards, and he's on his Justice League base. I'm always amazed at how good he looks, how the whole Superman changes once you get him in a flying pose. Well, in this case, he's hovering, not so much flying. You can see now patches. Can you see the twinkle of silver coming through on his suit? That looks amazing, man. You'll see it in hand when you're moving. Really, really nice, eh? It's almost like he's got hidden lights somewhere. And he's doing his Christmas lights. Whoops, sorry for the shake there. I'm not used to filming so high. So there you can see where the suit bunches up. It also got caught, well, not caught, but kind of pinched in the hip joint. The knees were all right. And as you can see, you've still got a bit of bunch up at the ankles, but a lot better than when he was just standing. Wired cape would have been nice from Hottoys, just so you could put the cape in action, you know. Let it flow with his body when he's in this type of pose. So he's twisted at the torso. Shoulder on the left, my left hand side, or your left hand side, is the highest it can go. And these thighs, the left hand thigh, is the highest it can go. I thought they could go higher, but no, they seem to stick right there. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or, but I would have expected him to be a lot more versatile in the posing stakes. But you can't fault the anatomy, you know, the way they've built the body. That's just spectacular. Really is. He just looks the part. Whoops, sorry for the fast descent there. I was in a bit of pain. I know you don't want to hear that. Oh, yeah. But there's not much to discuss with this guy. He is Superman. He's been around for years. been a firm favourite of many a kid and now many a grown-up, since he's appeared in Justice League and Dawn of Justice with Batman vs Superman, Man of Steel. So yeah, but as a figure, as I say, you don't get much with him, but what you do get is enough to get some dope poses. I think you could leave him like that on the shelf, and I don't think it would distress the suit any. I think it's memory cloth, so it'll just fold back without leaving stretches. But yeah, man, you must see, when you're looking at him under the lights like this, the little patches of silver that come out, it's amazing, eh? The suit just comes alive, you know? Okay, so let's get some burning eye action here with these, what is it called? Eye lasers? Heat vision. I had to think for a while there. So we'll get some heat vision action going on. And a different pose. And yeah, come back after the short break. Grab some popcorn, pour a brewski, make your missus a cup of tea, and by that time, I'll be back to entertain you. Okay, boys and girls, that's me back. And we've got Soups in a flying pose. So here's where you can see where a wired cape would come in just beautiful, because then you can pose the cape in like a wind-blown effect at the back of him. But you can see how articulated the body is. I've got him bent right backwards. It's also at a twist with the shoulders up, and he looks dope, eh? He looks dope. The only thing giving him away is, as I say, the cape. At the moment, I've got it resting on his back foot there, so it doesn't look too bad. And if he was like hovering, then his cape would be a bit slack Alice, wouldn't it? But hey, man, he just looks great. He looks great. Really nice figure, eh? And I say the articulation is just, yeah, magnificent. It's the only word for it. So he's bent at the knee. He's bent at the ankle. As I say, the torso is bent upwards and sideways. And yeah, very easy to do. Very easy to do indeed. And he looks spectacular, man. He looks like he's flying. I've taught Soups how to fly. Yeah, and you can still see the silver popping through the suit. You see it? All those silver lines. Yeah, whoever came up with that idea needs a medal, because it works fantastic, eh? I changed the hand out to a flying hand, so his right hand has got the straight hand. I've left the fist on the other side. And yeah, I mean, that looks good, eh? And I don't think there's any stress on the suit per se, unless by the waist where I've twisted it. But even then, yeah, I think you could leave him like this. It's not as if you're putting extreme strain on the suit or on the joints. There, look at his bicep of the fisted hand, fisted arm. Or even the other arm, you can see the silver popping through. Let's go in closer and get Soups to look us in the eye. There we go. Don't turn on your heat vision, Soups. I've only just got this phone. Let's pop out again. And yeah, enjoy Soups in his flying position. I think that's really pretty dope, eh? I'm a maestro. I'm a maestro. A maestro poser. Okay, so let's leave you there. Come back with a heat vision pose. So don't hold your breath. The Don will be right back. Right, just a quick little one. I just wanted to show you with his eyes lit up what he looked like. How impressive is that? So he's in another flight pose and he's looking down and he's just about to unleash hell on whoever he's facing there. Could be bats, could be someone else, maybe Zod, General Zod. But look at that, eh? That's really good, I must admit. Hottoys did a spectacular job with these lit up eyes. It really, really works, eh? By gum. Everything about this Soups is impressive. From the suit to the laser heat vision eyes. The expressive hands work so well. And I know I keep banging on about it, but that silver under the suit is just a different class on its own, eh? What a brilliant idea to reflect the light from the Soups' suit. What do you think? You like? You like him? I like him long time. Cape is hanging nice. Again, a wired cape would have been excellent because then it would really pop. But yeah, I'm just super chuffed, eh? Okay, so I'll leave you with that piercing glare. And I'll be back just now with an even doper pose. No, wait, let me turn his eyes off and just show you around him in the light quickly. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's me back in the room. Let me show you the sculpt. Now that it's on him, look how evil that looks. Is he angry or what? They've done a marvelous job, eh, on the head sculpts. This Henry Cavill to a T. And when you see him evil like this, it puts a whole different spin on the character Superman. That's really good, eh? Everything works. Everything works. Yeah, you could do the wired cape, but by golly, you could hold him in a pose like this in the cabinet, and you wouldn't be damaging anything. There you can see another one of the drawbacks you see here by the hip. You've got to be careful it doesn't catch in the hip joint, and you've got to be careful by the ankles that it doesn't get caught in the ankle joint. Other than that, you've got free rein. Even with the leg bent like this, I don't think it would damage the suit any. You couldn't leave it for like months on end, but you could leave it for a while. But the more I put him in flight poses, the more I'm tempted to get a wired cape, eh? But as I say, it's the cutting of the suit that I don't like. And he must have worked out before this shot, because he looks even buffer than he did just now. How is that possible? How, I ask, how? Okay. So there we have him with his heat vision. You've seen him in some very nice poses. I'm not bragging there, I'm just saying. You've seen him in some very nice poses. We've been lucky. He's just worked today. Sometimes it is like that, and sometimes you can't get a pose to save your life. But you got to persevere. You know, it takes you a while sometimes to get the pose that you want. But yeah, if you're persistent enough, you'll come damn close. Damn close. So I'll leave you again with that evil glare looking straight in your eyes. He's gonna murder you. Okay, that's me back. We've got Batman versus Superman here. And he's defending himself from Soup's heat vision on his gloves there, on his gauntlets, on the blades. It deflects and also stores the power from the heat vision and dissipates it, which is really cool. I think it's an Alfred invention. And look at this little scene here. It looks quite dope, eh? We haven't got much space to operate. But yeah, I'm super chuffed with the way Soups has came out today, the way he's behaved. There you can see he's got his beady eye on Bats, and he's just about to give him a whooping until Bats comes back. Until Bats comes back with his armored suit. I don't know if he's in focus there. But then again, it's not about him. It is about this man, yeah. Superman. Man of Steel. And you know his symbol means hope on his planet Krypton. He was the hope for the future Kryptonians. He had the DNA codex. His dad, Jor-El, implanted it in his body when he sent him away to Earth when he was still a baby. And Martha, his mom Martha, looked after him until he could fly. Then all sorts of interesting adventures happened between then and now. I don't know if that's in focus. I can't really see. I just thought I'd try and give you that shot. Let's see if we can get them like this. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. Of course, Batman wins. So without question, he wins. It's Batman. Superman what? He's just an alien. E.T. E.T. go home, Bat says. Yes, he's a beautiful figure, eh? He really is. I can't wait to get the Batman versus Superman with the darker suit. And then we've also got the double set to look forward to with the black suit of Superman and the Nightmare outfit on Batman. Okay, well, I just thought I'd show you a little fight scene quickly with the two main men of my collection. One is the main man, which is obviously Batman. He's got a Jackson, I don't know if he's got the Jackson cape on or the Lucky Chandra Unreal Customs. I'm not too sure. Sorry about that. But yeah, he's got the custom cape. I get custom capes. I got the wired cape for Batman for the first time this year. And I must admit, I realized straight away how much I've been missing out on posing abilities with the wired capes. But as I say, I don't fancy cutting Soup's suit to fit the new cape, because then the figure devalues quite a bit. So I suggest you would only do that if you're keeping the figure forever type move. Okay. Oh, let me come out of this. Let me try this one last time. Look at that. Fight to the death. Fight to the death, eh? Well, we know Batman's walking away. I don't know about Superman. He won't be walking away. We'll kill him with his kryptonite. What's that stuff? Kryptonite. Okay, lads and lasses, I hope you've enjoyed this brief Superman viewing and my thoughts on him. I love him. He's very articulated. The suit with that silver underneath is an extra special like addition. The stand is nice. It's got a bendy flight pole and a waist grabber. Various hands. And let me show you that face one more time. That's the heat vision face, and that looks really dope, eh? Really, really dope. So that's the view Mr. Wayne would be having right about now. There he is. He's shitting himself for that heat vision. Sorry, bats, I know you don't get scared. So if you've liked what you've seen, please leave us a comment, hit subscribe, come back so I can entertain you more. I've got the Western figure coming soon, the gunslinger who cannot be named, so that's exciting. I've got Hush Batman on the way. These are all pre-orders that we ordered ages ago and they're only coming through now. But I'm happy with that, so I can live with that. So yeah, all our love to yous and your families, especially our families. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don says, peace out.